Hey y'all, welcome back. Welcome. This is Empathic Earth Angel. Of course, this is my channel. Everything is spiritual because I believe everything is spiritual under the sun. And let's just get straight to it like I always do. Basically, I want to talk about some things, and we got to get straight to it because I want to have some discussions. I have some concerns that maybe you guys can answer for me, but I feel like we need to talk about what's going on right now, um, not only in social media, but in the news, and what's the real agenda. Because at the end of the day, we have to realize there's always an agenda. There's always they have the evilness that has been taken over, that has taken over and has been taken over for a very long time. The agenda has not yet fulfilled itself. What they're trying to let come to pass and what they want right now for our future hasn't came to pass yet, not fully. So I believe as a collective, it's up to us to try to figure out what are the evil people's real agenda, because excuse me, if we can do that, we'll have the upper hand on how to maneuver. And we have to do that by having these talks straightforward, by changing things up, and by being aggressive, the same way they're being aggressive. And I'll explain that to you later on in the video. But okay, so getting back to what I want to start with is the immigration, the not immigration, I'm sorry, the deportation of the immigrants and things that were over here working on getting their citizenships. The ones that were over here and getting in trouble, some of them that were actually working hard to come and make a difference over here, that had to do with the Haitians, the Mexicans, all of that they're doing right now. I want to keep y'all reminded that the agenda, it's not just because they want to make America great again, y'all. Everything is spiritual. And that's why I started this channel, because they want you guys to think that everything is about politics, or everything is about black and white or right and wrong. And it's not. Everything is about helping and stopping the bad, and suffering for the best and of the future. But we don't even have to go those routes and go through some of the things that they're putting us through right now, with inflation on money and things like that. We don't really have to go through that. We're going through unnecessary trauma because that is the agenda and that's what they want. So right now, with this deportation that they have going on with the illegal immigrants, such as the Haitians, the Mexicans, etc., the agenda, I believe, is for everything to go backwards. This is why Trump hates the woke. And I'm always going to speak about that, because there are a lot of political parties and people that deal in politics that aren't woke. It's not too many people that are woke. You can even say some Christians are turning woke, but you can't really say too many political people are turning woke. Yes, they're out there, possibly ones that have retired. Majority are ones that retired, or something got wrong with them. They got kicked out and they had to be forced, because life will do that. It'll force you almost to evolve to a higher level. But I don't want to get off subject. As far as the agenda that they have with this deportation, is to rewind us from being woke. So they want to keep every race and every nationality separate. That's what they want to do. Because when we are separated, we are at our weakness. When we are consumed with hate for one another, we are at our weakness. So when I say it's, and I want to say, they have to get certain other nationalities out of here, right now, and to keep us separate, for the simple fact on what they want to do with the money soon, on how the food shortages, it's, and also to keep us weak because we're almost about to be forced into this new state, into this new process of how we're going to live, as money is concerned, um, as far as um, them basically making sure that they can keep us um, at our weakest. And because America has so many different races and nationalities, when it comes to certain things that we as human beings, and that's every nationality, that we know that we're supposed to have, such as healthy water, healthy food, good clothing, good policing, and things like that. Actually a real say so in what's going on in the world and where we live at, but we don't. So when we all, as a human race, not as different nationalities, when we come to that understanding that we do have the right to have these things, what do you think is going to happen? We're all going to bridge together as one, no matter what the skin color is, because it's nonsense. So right now, everything is an agenda. They are separating and deportating people. They are doing deportations right now because they want to separate the less people that they can get over here, the higher chance that they have in this area in America to control our food and our money for the new world order, and things like that, because that's really what it is. Okay, so when I say that they want to rewind things back, okay, so the new flag, the American flag, is no longer 50 stars. They have the new flag out, so they're putting in our face the 9-star flag, which is Confederacy, which goes way back to where whites had a certain type of rights over us. Things were separate. We basically had no rights. And when I say we, I mean as far as black, brown people. Let's not even get into Haitian, Mexican, and Asian, because this was even before the civil rights. We were here, and things were happening to us. So that's the reason why the civil rights war came about. But going back to before the civil rights war and the things that they have done to the brown people is where they want to rewind and go back. And they're putting it in our face with this flag. They're putting it in our face with this, and we're sitting back like, well, yeah, the Mexicans didn't help us, and the Asians didn't help us. We have to evolve. This is all about evolving. Yes, back then, because of what they're trying to do, it was an agenda. Let's erase the harshness from our hearts when it comes to another nationality and different races. Let's erase the hate. Let's erase all the scars and the wounds that we remember. Some of us have lost loved ones because of other nationalities, and we have held grudges for years where we won't even want to be in the same room. We have to get past that right now, because there is a whole nother entity of people that are detrimental to all of us individually, but to all of us. There is an entity of people that are here on earth and that have been on earth, and they want to destroy us. And this is the biggest destiny swap ever, where I tell you that we actually have aliens and demons that live in the human bodies and do not bear souls within them. And the way that they're going to keep going is by keeping us separate, by keeping us feeling like we hate one another, but at the same time, we're still fighting the same thing. So how can we hate one another when we're fighting one big thing. Think about what I'm saying. But a lot of us are not even going to see that because we're going to be so consumed by the hate that we have for other races. We're only worried about our own race. But if we all band together and realize that it's always an agenda that they have on us as humans, they have that on us. So with the 9-star flag that they have changed because America is going back, they want to treat black people below standard. They could care less about the foreigners. That's why they're kicking them out. They never cared about y'all. Y'all know that now. So because we're all being mistreated by one source of demonic entity, don't you think that we should let that shit go in the past where all of this Chinese took over this black community and the black communities don't want the Mexicans here taking over this and the Mexicans don't want to learn how to speak that because we're this and we're smart and we're that. Listen, that was all came about because of the agenda. So now the agenda that they have now is the same agenda. They want to try something different. And when they want to try something different and they have no more use for us, we suffer. When is it going to stop? When is it going to stop? It's going to stop when we stop worrying about religion, skin complexion, who drives the best car, who has the best status. We have to eat. We have the right to eat. We have the right to drink fresh water. We have the right to move around this country freely. And this world that God gave us, the Mother Goddess gave us freely. They have taken control over everything. And they're going to continue to do it if we get on here and continue to let MAGA control our minds and make us feel like they have our back, because at the end of the day, they have something up their sleeve for everyone and it's going to affect everyone and we're all fighting the same cause. One evil big source that's been here. Okay? So again, look into that, the new American flag with the 9 stars, which represents going back to Confederate times, where it was just white supremacy. There wasn't even no nationalities over here. Think about it. So black people sitting over here like, what do you think is really going to happen right now? What do you think is really going to happen to us? Like, oh, well, they can't send us back. No, but they can send us back. They can't send us back, but they can send us back. They can try to send us back. And we know we're not going for that. So come on, let's stop having so much hate for other cultures, and other cultures need to stop having so much hate for us and realize that we're fighting one cause, okay? Love y'all. Stay safe.